selling cards is not for everyone. Let's talk about somebody who has quit selling Magic the Gathering cards. Well, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. My name is Lou, and I hope you're having yourself a fantastic day. Welcome to the new backdrop. Those of you who have been around on the channel, we had a big flood in my house again, and it's all picked up and cleaned up. Got a new space, cool commander table. Maybe we'll do some commander content in the future, but really cool space now. Hopefully to get back to making daily videos and daily content. That is the goal. Those of you who know the channel, you know that we buy collections all the time. We do a lot of conversations with people who buy and sell and trade Magic the Gathering cards. The Gold Wizard program is a lot of the supporters in my Discord server. They crack open singles, they crack open Magic boxes and commander decks and that kind of thing to list the singles and sell on TCGplayer. A lot of people have a side hustle or even a full-fledged business, but recently I received an email from somebody. They're not a Gold Wizard, they're not anybody that I've known in the past, just somebody who's watched the videos, and they are quitting selling Magic the Gathering cards on TCGplayer. I wanted to chat a little bit, share their story, and then I want to share with you some of my own negatives that have happened in the business to encourage you that yes, bad things happen, but you can get through them, you can continue to sell cards, you don't have to quit like this individual did. So here's the email. Alright, I've had enough. I'm officially done selling Magic the Gathering cards on TCGplayer. Louis, I wanted to reach out to you and tell you why my frustrations. Let me break it down for you. First of all, the fees are ridiculous. You sell a $10 card, and after TCGplayer takes their cut, plus the shipping, plus a few cents just here and there, you're left with what, $5? Maybe. Half the time I feel like I was working for free. And this is something I've heard all the time from people. You know, the lower end cards, a $10 card, after you ship it, after you pay the amount, you know, TCGplayer, I think it's like a 30-cent charge for credit cards and that kind of thing. It's crazy. Then there's the scammy buyers, people claiming stuff didn't arrive when tracking says it did, others pulling switcheroos, sending back a trash card when I know I sent them a mint one. Particularly in Pokemon this happens, and every single time TCGplayer ends up siding with them. Doesn't matter how long I've been selling or how good my ratings are, if someone lies, I eat the loss. But you know what really pushed me over the edge? Magic itself. Wizards is out here turning the game into a loot box. Pull rates are all over the place. Cards that should be rare feel impossible to get even if you crack open collector boxes like a maniac. And don't even get me started on the special foils, alt arts, serialized crap. It's exhausting. They printed too much, chasing the whales and killing the value for everyone else. I used to love cracking boxes and flipping singles. Now it just feels like a waste of time. So yeah, I'm out. No more listings, no more bubble mailers, no more praying someone doesn't scam me today. If you want cards, come see me at a local event or hit me up direct. I'll still trade and sell with real people. I'm still going to play, but the TCGplayer grind, it's dead to me. Johnny. So very interesting, and this is a video we've done before. I've done a video talking about scams and that kind of stuff and how to offset them from, you know, your percentages or whatever. But for a lot of people, those constant scams, the constant fees are too much to keep going. And I wanted to encourage a lot of you. This past week, I made a mistake, and a lot of the things, you know, obviously TCGplayer, you can't fix the scammers, you can't fix the percentages that they take, the cuts, but sometimes you also just make a mistake. And recently I made a pretty big mistake. We had on our Shopify website, KitchenTableTCG.com, we had forgotten to we don't track single packs in the store. We use Shopify for both our point of sale as well as our online website, and we don't track the quantity and the inventory of like your everyday Pokemon packs. It's just, you know, we're always opening boxes, adding packs, yeah. Anyway, so somehow for the last couple years, it has been listed on our website that you can buy Brilliant Stars booster packs for $7. Nobody has ever purchased them. And recently, somebody decided that they would get on my website and spend $35,000 on my website buying Brilliant Stars packs. They bought 5,000 $7 Brilliant Stars packs. And obviously I don't have 5,000 of them. If I did, I would ship them out. We made a mistake in the listing, and so I refunded them. And within an hour, I refunded them. Hit the cancel button, apologized to them for the issue, blah blah blah. And it cost me, for that mistake, it cost me $1,300 in transaction fees. On top of that, the way that Shopify works and refunds, I had to go down all these rabbit trails of talking to customer service to refund a $35,000 order, even though Shopify already had the money. It was this whole hang up, and I was so frustrated about it. I was so frustrated with myself for making a mistake. And I was so frustrated with the whole system and the whole set. I was frustrated with the buyer who buys $35,000 or something without reaching out and being like, hey, do you actually have this many in stock? Obviously, it's not the buyer's fault. Don't at me in the comments. I know it was my fault. It's not a big deal. So it reminded me how frustrated I used to get at the everyday scammer on TCGplayer, or the everyday fee issue, or the everyday missing inventory issue. Obviously, when you're selling single cards, that tends to happen a lot. You list the wrong card, that kind of thing. And I think that at the end of the day, one of the things I've learned about business is it's not as much about how good you are at solving problems, at creating listings, at creating value for other people. Sometimes in business, the most important thing is how adaptable you are, how malleable you are, how easily you are able to overcome adversity and overcome the hardships and continue to move on. To let one transaction, it's so frustrating. For the longest time, I would get so frustrated when our TCGplayer would get a negative review. Then I realized we have 35,000 positive reviews. We have 35,000 people who have said, you've done everything perfect. And it's so easy to just focus on that one negative, that one issue, that one time you screwed up. And yeah, it's annoying that somebody buys a $5 card that's a near mint card and they think it's LP and they can't just accept a $2 refund. Instead, they leave a negative review. That's frustrating. I get it. I'm right there with you. That's super frustrating. But it's really easy to look at the negatives rather than deciding to turn and look at all the positive things. One of the things I want to do is encourage you that everybody makes the mistakes. From an average tiny store, not that big YouTuber like me, to I'm sure Rudy and PokeRev and all the big actual YouTubers who do this stuff at huge scales. Everybody makes mistakes, and all the mistakes are probably just different scales. And so a $10 mistake might feel really bad for you right now, but in 2 years and 3 years, that $10 mistake is you're not even gonna think about it. It's just gonna be everyday cost of business, that $10 mistake. Or ideally you'll have learned from it and grown from it, and you won't be making the $10 mistakes. But at that point, when your scale is $100,000 a month or whatever that is, you're going to make a $5,000 mistake, and that's going to suck, and it's going to feel the same way. The same way I used to feel about a $10 mistake is how I feel now about a $100 mistake, a $1,500 mistake, whatever it is now. It still sucks, but the challenge of owning a business or a side hustle or whatever is the ability to get through the mistakes, learn from it, fix your Shopify account so that the rest of the packs aren't available online if you're not tracking the inventory, that kind of thing. Fix it, solve the problem, and move on. And in this industry, that can be really hard because the profit margins can be so low. The available ratio of loss can be so low, but you got to do it. You got to grind through it. You got to get to it. So to Johnny, I'm sorry that you, it's a bummer. I get it. All these things are things that you and I and everybody deal with. And I get it. Magic's, the collector boxes on Final Fantasy are going to be so expensive, and that just hurts. Again, the risk levels increase as those collector boxes go up. I understand that. I'm glad you're going to continue to enjoy the game, but I hope that the rest of people can learn from the mistakes, that can grind through the mistakes, and know that as you grow as a business, as you scale up as a business, those mistakes, those issues don't go away. They get bigger, they get different, and they still hurt. But the ability to move through them and let go of it also increases. The ability to just let it fall off your shoulders, you know, a negative review or an angry customer, the ability to just let that roll off your shoulders also increases. So those are the reasons I think people quit selling TCG Player. I think that's a bummer. I think you should keep doing it, keep grinding, and yeah, hopefully you guys have yourself a fantastic day. Be kind to the people around you. We'll see you again next video.